I'm finally getting the justice I've waited for my entire life. My so-called father has been nothing but a disgrace to me since I was a child. When I was just 6, he shattered our family by cheating on my mom. That was the moment I realized what kind of man he truly was. A selfish, heartless excuse for a parent. He married the woman he had an affair with, and my mom, thankfully, moved on to someone who actually deserved her. Growing up, custody was split, but let's be real. Everyone knew where I truly belonged. Mom was my safe haven, my real family. But when she got an incredible job opportunity overseas right as I was starting high school, I had no choice but to live full-time with my father. That was the beginning of the worst years of my life. He never saw me as his child, just a burden he was forced to deal with. Family events. I wasn't invited. Holidays? He left me behind. Friends? Not allowed. I couldn't even step outside without his permission. And just to make sure I stayed in line, he actually paid a neighbor to spy on me. At 16, I finally snapped. I told him exactly what I thought of him, that I despised him and the miserable life he had trapped me in. His response? He called me entitled and threw me out like garbage. Luckily, a friend's family took me in, and from that day on, my so-called father ceased to exist to me. Years passed, I built a life without him. College, love, happiness. It was all mine, and he was nowhere to be found. The only connection I had to that past life was my half-brother, but my father? Radio silence. Until now. Somehow he found out I'm engaged. Out of nowhere, I get a message dripping with fake sentiment. How he's so happy for me. How he regrets what happened. And the kicker? He wants to walk me down the aisle. As if. Hell will freeze over before I let that man anywhere near my wedding. I told him it's a family-only event, and since he's never treated me like family, he's not invited. Then I blocked him. Now my brother tells me my father is devastated. Good. After everything he's done, it's about time he felt what it's like to be unwanted. Call it petty, call it revenge. I call it justice.